Today we will create our own skin with a button and label and show you how to use it on the intro screen. Last time we used the pre-generated skin uiskin.json, whose files are located in the assets/ui directory. These are some fonts and the Atlas JSON and PNG files. Two elements are used on the intro screen, label and text button. Let's see what they look like. Let's open the Skin Composer page on GitHub. This is a graphical program that allows us to create and edit all the files from the skin. Let's download the latest version. I'm using version 52 for now. Let's unzip the program and run it. Here we choose which element we are going to work on. We won't edit anything yet and we'll just export the empty skin to the project. We select the path to the assets. We can check export with simple names to have short names in the JSON file. To keep the file readable, I recommend leaving the export as JSON. After exporting, we can see which all elements don't have the correct style and therefore won't work. This includes the label and text button. We will need both of them. Let's see what we have exported. There are two new files in the assets directory. There are two colors defined in possession uiskin.json and the possession uiskin.atlas file is empty for now. The two colors can be seen in Skin Composer under Project Colors. So we use the new skin and after running it, we can see the label style cannot be found. That's what Skin Composer wrote to us after exporting the skin. We switch to the label widget and see that the mandatory red marked font file is empty. We click on it and create a new FNT file from the TTF font. I'll upload the previously created settings for the font. Then I select the input TTF file, output the FNT file, and read the character set from the file. You can see there are basic ASCII characters, special characters and diacritics for different languages. You can see a preview at the top. Let's generate the font and try to run the game again. This time the problem is with the text button style. Let's switch to text button and choose the font we just created. Now the game can be run and both label and text button are visible. But text button has more options. For example, a background image and another image when the text button is clicked. I have prepared two frames for this. We start with the up field and create a 9-path image for it. We'll upload a background image of the button and select the border and content areas. We can have a preview with text, for example. You can see how the text content stays in the middle and only the edges of the image are expanded. We do the same for the down box, but we use a second background image. Here you can see the preview is also interactive and responds when the text button is clicked. Let's change the pressed offset some more to make it look better and export. As you can see, it already looks much better. Let's remove the debug rendering of the table. There is already some interesting data in the JSON and PNG files. Let's open the Atlas file and focus on the 5th row where the linear filters are used. This will cause anti-aliasing when resizing elements, and we don't want it. We want it nicely pixelated, so we'll change linear to nearest. Notice that now the text is square and sharp. We'll reduce the resolution of the menu view to make all elements appear larger and more readable on a mobile device. Then we can create a new FNT file and generate a larger font for the label. We will do this the same way we did the first time, only the resulting file have the title suffix. After exporting, we can see that the changes have taken effects, but the linear filter has started to be used again. In the Atlas file, we can override the filtering again or delete entire line and use the default nearest filtering. With this, we have created the basis of our skin and two most used widgets, label and text button.